Hey guys, I know I've been missing and everything else and haven't really been doing my videos as much. I actually been very sick for the last few weeks and I'm starting to feel a lot better and that, but I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff. So my birthday's coming up and I'm turning 30. And I've been kind of reflecting the last couple of weeks on so much. I've been having different conversations with people about, the way they were raised and, how they live now and, what their expectations were for a certain age or what they're hoping to achieve by that age and everything else. And it made me sit back and kind of realize that, you know, maybe we set some bars too high that we know we'll never reach them. And then we set the bar really low for things that anybody can do, and it doesn't really make us feel any ordinary. What makes us feel ordinary, it doesn't really make us feel like we're different or set us apart or really impact our lives on things. And a lot of the things I've been thinking about is what I've achieved up to this point. Yeah, marriage, but great kids out of it. So, I couldn't ask for better kids than what I do. And then there's my business. I'm working hard at it as much as I possibly can to show my girls that just because a family might be broken doesn't mean that their dreams die, or that they can't do the same things they would do if the family was whole. And then it really made me think on how I was raised compared to how I raised my own girls. And the difference between the two is it's like two different universes. I was raised in a very, you know, abusive home. Um, and there was always parties and fighting and that going on around my younger brother and I. And the fact that we both survived all of that turned out pretty good, considering. That's a big achievement in itself, because a lot of people who grow up in a similar kind of lifestyle, where the parents are party parents and they still think they're teenagers, or, that they can do anything. And having kids just doesn't stop them or anything like that. Some people end up following that road and others take a different path. They, take what they've learned and they know what not to do in life and how not to treat people and everything else. And with all of that and the conversations I've had with different people, and the fact that, a lot of people grew up in similar lifestyles, or, the complete opposite, were raised completely opposite, had that picture perfect family and everything else. Some of them kind of fell instead of rising. With all the opportunities they have. And then kind of bitch and whine and complain on how horrible their life is without realizing you kind of made it your own. Then you got other people who scratch to accomplish just one thing in their life, and that one thing is going to define them for the rest of their life, and all they want around them is to see others, succeed and follow their dreams and everything else and try and be that positive role model. And that's what I do with my girls. I try and show them and try and be a positive role model and everything else. I don't throw wild parties or, or anything like that, or I don't do drugs. I don't beat my kids. I mean, I have pretty spectacular kids, actually. I don't know how many kids up there ask for chores or ask if they can help out more. I don't know how many kids are really like that out there and really don't care for material aspects. I mean, my kids, they think of chores as like a job. They do their job, they get something really great at the end of it. If they don't do their job, then they miss out on something they kind of want. But they understand the difference between need and want. I find that as an adult have that problem of defining what they need in life and what they just want because it's there, because it's got a price tag on it, or it's the latest fad or whatever, and I'm not really hoping that my business, becomes famous or anything like that. I mean, I just want to be a simple little shop owner. That's it, right? But still show my girls that if you set your mind to something, you can achieve it. And then I realized in the last little while that my biggest goal that I've actually achieved, the one thing I know I've done right and can actually be proud of, is the fact that I show these things. And there's nothing that can amount or make anything feel better than knowing that, you did a good job raising your kids. Or, it really reflects when you get compliments all the time on, how helpful and polite your children are compared to demons. Crap like that scares the crap out of me. I've had that talk with my oldest, and quite frankly, we're both at that point of, I don't want to do it. No, don't. Don't ask me questions I don't want to answer. And she's kind of, I don't want to ask questions and I don't want to hear them. We're kind of on that mutual, it's really freaking awkward. But, that's part of growing and changing. And, as much as you watch them grow and change, you grow and change yourself. You learn new things that you never thought you can do, or, you didn't think possible. The creativity alone in our house is just really out there. It's constant. Oh, can I do this? I just thought of something. Need a piece of paper. Can I do this? Or, Mommy, look at my artwork. And it's so Van Gogh. Or it's very abstract. And it's just like, yeah, I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that, I'm not married. And other little things like that I was kind of hoping I would have, already had by the time I turned 30. Successful, have a nice home, but, the thing is I am successful on a different level and might not be married, but I have an amazing relationship with my kids. I provide a creative, free-flowing home for them with proper structure, team, free for them to be themselves. That is a good home. And then, there's that little bit of like the success part. I think that it's just knowing that at this point in your life, you're alive, you're doing the things you never thought you were going to be doing, or you learn something new about yourself, and you finally just like find that thing that just like lit that fire, or really like made you like just, oh, being popped and inspired you to a point where like, damn, I'm good at this, I need to follow through with this. I mean, I've been told I'm a good writer, I should get my stuff published, but I'm still very shy about a lot of it. So maybe one day, but not right now. Some of the greatest writers in that great years didn't start their career, didn't find that thing they were until they were like in. So no little hope. I mean, there's just so much out there that we haven't discovered yet about ourselves, and every time we hit a milestone of, for me a big one was 25, and now 30. I mean, I don't know. Who knows what's in store? I mean, maybe I'll learn something new, and maybe I'll find something that really drives my passion a little further than what it already has. I mean, I'm taking up knitting again. I used to do that all the time with my nan, and recently I just felt inspired to kind of be happy in that point in time in my life, and the fact that I stopped, and maybe I shouldn't have. So I'm gonna give it a try again. Maybe create some more new kind of funky scarves and whatever for my store, even though it is an online store. But I mean, looking at everything I've done up until this point, I mean, walking away from my family for the better of my kids, having to end something because it wasn't doing anybody any good, going through traumatic experiences, and really learning how strong you are and being able to get through them. I mean, I never thought in a million years, I would be this like, my kids call me an incredible, but to me, I never thought that I would have kids the way I do, let alone ever have kids for that matter, like, I never expected to, get a chance to raise them in kind of in the same neighborhood that I was kind of raised in. I mean, there's not so many good memories down here, but there's some pretty good ones. And it's those good ones that give me that hope that there's always going to be something really amazing just around that corner. And you don't even know it until it just happens. I've met some incredible people in my life. I've met some real tats in my life too. I mean, can't have good without the bad, right? But I think those people come into our lives for a reason. Like, they kind of teach you something about yourself and kind of help you see things in different lights that you didn't see before. Like, a whole other aspect of like types of people out there. And I've dealt with my fair share, and I have hung out with my fair share. I've had my stupid moments, and I've had my good moments, and I've had my what was I thinking moments. But that's growing and getting older. I don't think it's the scary part isn't the fact of getting older, it's the fact of not knowing what's going to happen next. But it's also exciting at the same time. I mean, I'm turning 30 or 30. you know, yeah, I'm kind of got a bit of a belly right now, but I'm taking my steps together. I'm going back to the gym, getting myself because depression sucks, okay, guys? It seriously sucks, and it is hard on the body and the mind, So there's that, and you know, trying new things. I'm going to attempt, and I promised I would do this. I have a huge fear of heights and roller coasters, so I'm going to work my way up from the little roller coaster to the big one this year. Clowns, on the other hand, okay, I've been watching the movie It, and it's become one of those movies I can fall asleep to now, but still the sight of clowns just panics me, ugh, ugh. But I think that one is never gonna go away. I've gotten over my fear of snakes. I mean, that took like 23 years to do, but oh, excuse me. But I did it, and I came to realize that they're not skinny, they're not vicious or anything else. They're really gentle and calming creatures, and you really have to take control. Like, they feed off your emotions. Like, if you're tense, they're gonna be tense. If you're sad, I mean, it kind of reflects in them. So you really have to learn to balance your emotions and control your emotions and your anxieties and everything else to be around these amazing creatures. I mean, watching them eat still kind of, it intrigues me. It's like, my God, oh, it's still screaming, oh, it's kicking, oh. I have those moments, and then it's like, wow, it kind of wrapped around, and oh, I heard, oh, ew, ew. But their jaw, like, it splits, it dislocates, and it splits, and it's kind of, I wonder, is that the idea for relation movies? Those things that their mouths kind of like opened up, kind of like, a predator's mouth. I wonder if that's where they got the idea for the movies. But back to what I was saying, I mean, maybe there, if we stop looking at getting older as a scary thing of, you're gonna age, you're gonna wrinkle, your hairs are gonna turn gray. Some people, you're gonna get spots on your body. You're gonna wrinkle, and you're gonna shrink down a little, and you're gonna become grouchy or whatever. I think if you take that all aside and just look at the aspect of what you're learning at that point in your life, it makes it really all worth it. Kind of aspect that I'm turning 30, and I'm getting older, and my kids are getting older, and they don't need me as much anymore. I'm more excited to see what's gonna happen. See how much more my girls are gonna develop. What kind of people they're gonna be. Like, I have a pretty damn good idea what they're gonna be like, but I mean, what kind of people are they? When they get to high school, what kind of like extracurricular activities do you think going to be there? There's so much more there than there is in elementary schools. You know, like what kind of it just like their taste in music and style. Is it gonna differ? Is it gonna change? Is it gonna be a mix of things? What are their friends gonna be like? Social circle with them. I'm more excited for that than the aspect of I'm turning 30. Holy crap. I'm turning 30. And then I look at some of my friends who are older than me, and it's like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. I mean, they seem to have a rockin' life and everything else, so maybe my life won't suck as I get older. But, I think everybody goes through that. I don't want to get older. I'm terrified of getting older. I don't blah, 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 blah. I think everybody goes through that, and I went through that a lot when I first had my oldest. I mean, that was like because her great-grandmother had passed away shortly after she was born, and bringing life into this world and then seeing a life leave this world, it was really like, it was kind of traumatic, but it was also like one of those, I don't want to grow old. I don't want to get older. I don't want to not be able to life and stuff, because that's the other thing is, as you get older, you tend to like want to be around people that you want to be a witness to their lives and a witness to your life. Somebody who's gonna be there and kind of say, that was fun, let's do it again, type of moments. And even those moments where you need that bucket of ice cream, or you need that sappy, I just need a good cry moment, just having people in your life, whether it's romantically or just friends, the fact that you're witnessing your life and theirs, you're seeing them get older and they're seeing you get older. I mean, I think that's pretty amazing too. But scary at the same time, because, some people don't change for the better. Sometimes they change for the worst, and sometimes, the worst change for the better, or, people grow apart, but that's just a part of life, I guess. New cup, by the way. My daughters kind of picked it out for me. And that's the other thing. This is the part that really, really bothers me. Is I've had pretty much a crappy birthday every year. And I mean, it's raining on my birthday, or I'm in an argument with somebody, or a fight breaks out. That was the last time I ever threw a birthday bash at my house ever again, by the way. I fact that all night long. But I suppose I don't want to remember my 23rd birthday that way. But how's it gonna be the same? Kind of hide in the house with the kids and make my own dinner and buy my own cake. And yeah, I did that last year. Yeah. I mean, my highlight was I got flowers, and my best friend brought me birthday cupcakes, which I eat for later. But anyways, guys, I know this was kind of a bit of a deeper video in that, but it's just something I wanted to get off my chest and get it up there. So, but anyways, guys, it's, God, I don't even know what time it is. You can tell I'm feeling better. I'm staying up later. Oh, it's going on to 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing laundry, that's why I'm still awake. But I mean, That's besides the point. You can tell I'm feeling better because I stay up late. And down, not feeling like that's pretty scary for me to be in bed that early. But anyways, guys, I will try and get more videos up. I need more topics, guys, because the topics my sister is giving me, I kinda am terrified to even. I don't want to be burned at the stake like a witch, even though I am one. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys all have a great day, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. And you're morbidly adorable, rotten kinda cute, living dead girl from the graveyard next door saying sweet sorrows, back kisses, and I will see you guys in my next video. Night, guys.